All right, week 27 for history. This week we finished reading The Red Scarf Girl. We read from An Educatable Child to the epilogue, to the end of the book, and the reason why she wrote the book and how she wanted to inform the world of the default of information, and how it is so easy to be guided into one direction when you think you know all of the truth, and how it's beneficial to explore and to learn and to be educated so that you can see the difference when someone is trying to guide your opinion just one way. So we talked about how in the beginning of the book, she thought that her family being labeled as a black labeled family was bad, and how she wanted to be the red family, and how she wanted to join the regime and the Red Guards and the propaganda, and how she even wanted to change her last name because she wanted that stigmatism of her black label being gone. And then going throughout the book and finishing reading how she sees the difference and how that view changes to where when she realizes the hurt and the humility that were placed on her family unjustly, how she realized that it's important for family ties and conviction and education so that you learn a difference. And in the end of the book, she talks about she wrote the book so people could see that during that communist regime of Chairman Mao, that everybody thought he was correct and smart, and then if anything was wrong, it was about the people, not him. It was only after he died that they realized all of the propaganda and all of the lies. But in everything that we've read in English and in science and in history, we've all talked about an agenda, a propaganda, and how people were limited on their education of not seeing the bigger picture and how they fell into some of these traps. So the book was phenomenal. It was a great read. It was a great learn for the students. So as we go into our last week of history, we're going to be reviewing chapter 12 of History in the 20th Century. So their lesson for this week is going to be Beautiful Feet Beautiful Feet 122, 123, and 124. So they're reading pages 608 to 678, and that'll finish up chapter 12 of the history book. So if you are doing the honors program, the honors extension, then you will present your presentation next week in class, and then we'll continue wrapping up the history of the 20th century. All right, bye guys.